Mara Ellison had no plans to wait on anyone's mercy. With a hammer on her belt and grit in her bones, she was building her own cabin on a patch of land framed by pines and sky. Each log she lifted wasn't just lumber, it was proof she could stand on her own. A few ridges over, Ryder Cole had grown used to silence. A widowed cowboy with a weathered ranch and a son buried too young, Ryder filled his days with chores and nights with memories that clawed at his chest. He wasn't looking for hope. Hope had left him once before. But every day, riding his trail to check cattle, he caught sight of the woman stacking logs alone. At first he only watched from a distance, hat low, heart guarded. She moved with determination, but he could see her muscles burning and hands shaking from the effort. One afternoon, her foot slipped as she tried to set a heavy beam. Instinct overruled caution. Ryder nudged his horse down the slope and dismounted in a few strides. "Ma'am," he said quietly, steadying the log before it crushed her, "you're strong, but that beam ain't forgiving." Mara bristled, brushing sawdust from her brow. "Didn't ask for help." "Didn't say you did," he replied, his voice low, more sad than smug. "Just don't fancy watching someone break their back when two hands would do." She hesitated, then nodded once. From that day, Ryder returned. He brought tools, rope, and a calm silence that didn't bother her. They worked side by side, no wasted words, the sound of axes and saws filling the spaces where pain used to live. At dusk they'd sit by the fire pit she dug, sharing tin cups of coffee. She told him she'd lost too many people to wait on anyone again. He told her he'd lost a life he didn't think he'd ever rebuild. The cabin took shape slowly, log by log, day by day. So did something else. One evening, as the roof beams were finally set and the sky turned copper, Ryder rested a hand on the rough wood and spoke without looking at her. "This place'll hold more than walls, if you let it." Mara met his eyes. She saw longing there, not for pity, but for belonging. The kind that doesn't beg, only hopes. "You keep showing up," she said softly. "That your way of asking for a seat by the fire? Or a place to stay?" Ryder exhaled, the weight of years lifting just a little. "Ma'am," he said, voice rough with truth, "I've been longing for a home longer than I can admit. Maybe it ain't too late to build one more time." And there, by a cabin not yet finished and a sunset not yet gone, two lonely lives began stitching themselves into something new, one log, one breath, one quiet promise at a time.